What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm trying something new here. I got a new phone, trying something new. My car's a little loud because I got to fix the muffler on the back. I don't know what happened to it. It just decided to rot, open up. So it's too late for me to run into a muffler shop, but I'll take care of that next week sometime. But anyway, reason why I want to talk to you today is I'm trying to get people to wake up and realize what's going on in our country. And one of the problems is they're bringing it. I ain't talking about the ones that came in illegally. I'm talking about the ones that they're bringing in, the government refugee status. This is how you take a country down. Okay, number one, as soon as you get an American ID, they'll put you on the voter roll whether you can vote or not. Okay? And what happens is these people are told how to vote. Okay? Because you got Group A over here saying we need to send you back to where you come from. And you got Group B over here saying we love you. We want you to be in our country. We want you to be a part of our country, even though your culture is not a part of our culture. And then they're told you can vote. And Trump's doing this too. Obama did a whole lot of it. Bush's did a whole lot of it. Remember, I'm an independent person. I'm telling you the way I see it, okay? And what happens is they bring these refugees in here from all over the country or all over the world, and they get an ID, and then they vote you out. Man, that was a big pothole. All the money are stealing from us. They can't fix these potholes. They vote you out, okay? I don't know if any of you guys are seeing what's going on in, I think it's Sweden, Germany, parts of Europe. People that own places, the owner of a hotel, I think it was Italy, they took his hotel, threw refugees in it, and told him to go find somewhere else to live. His own property, his own house, they took it. And I'm digging there. No. Don't have a seatbelt on. That probably helped. I keep forgetting. When I get in a different car, I don't drive a van that much. When I get into a different car, I forget things. But anyway, never mind that. So that's how you wind up losing your country. You know, I'm all for loving and helping, caring about people. But they get here and they're told what to do, and then they take your rights away. And when they take your rights away, guess what? You lose everything. For all those people out there that are you know, in your 30s, 40s, 50s, all that money you're saving in your 401k, you'll be lucky to get it. You'll be lucky to get it. When Trump's gone, I believe this country is going to be gone. You know, and I don't agree with Trump on everything. I don't agree with him on everything. I definitely didn't agree with Bush and Obama on what they were doing. You know, I'm just an independent person. All you people out there that are watching this video, you want to see voter fraud, go type in Millennial Millie. Watch her video. She's got all the proof. Somebody sent her all the proof about voter fraud in Kentucky and how they do it. And I'm going to tell you how they do it, okay? They give people IDs, and then come election time, their name happens to pop up on the voter rolls, and that person's voting for... The Democrats usually do this stuff. Now, Republicans probably do it too, but I don't hear about it that much. But the Democrats, they normally do this stuff. And that's how you turn red states into blue states. And that's how you lose your country. So then once they get a hold of you, your state, your country, your city, your town, once they get a hold of your country, Then, well, the people voted for this, so this is what we're going to do. And then, you know, they tax you out of your property. You say, well, how do they tax you out of your property? Well, they were doing this in Austin, Texas. People wasn't cutting their grass. People couldn't cut their grass. People needed some work done around their houses. They kept finding them and taxing them, finding them and finding them. Eventually, the fines got so high, they confiscated their property. That's how they do it. And I think it's all illegal. I've been trying to look into it. I know the income tax is illegal. They got the driver's license are illegal. They're taxing your property, which I know it's illegal, but I can't find it. And be honest with you, I haven't really been looking lately. Because, you know, I got to the point, guys, where I basically, man, if people don't wake up, man, it's like, what's the point? You know? What's the point in shooting videos? What's the point in trying to talk to people? What's the point in telling people you're about to lose your country? We might have anywhere from, and I don't really like putting predictions on things, but we almost lost it under Obama. The only problem is Obama's moving too fast. But the downside to it is he had to move fast, because if he didn't move fast, he knew he was running out of time. So they thought they were going to bring in Hillary Clinton, and she tried to use the voter rolls to steal a bunch of elections. Look into it. Whatever I tell you guys, look into it, because I've looked into it, okay? And I can't do everything, and I'm not going to do everybody's homework, because most of you people out there really don't care. I can call Joe Blow racist, and, oh, that guy, I heard he's racist, and then before you know it, he is racist, and Joe Blow ain't had nothing to do with anything. He's just your average guy like me. You know, I'm just an average guy who loves his country, love my family, love my grandkids, love my kids, you know, and all I want to do is I just want to live life, grow old, do what I want to do, as long as it don't hurt nobody or disrespect my family. I just want to be left alone. But the problem is, we're not going to be left alone. We're going to be forced into things we don't want to be forced into. And then that's when the bad stuff's going to break loose. So, I'm just telling all you people out there, you gotta wake up. You gotta start speaking out. You gotta start telling people, hey, look into this. And if you can find it, like the income tax, it was ruled in 1913, it's still law today. You don't have to pay income tax on your labor wage. Supreme Court done ruled 8 times. The last time was 2015. And you can go to Supreme Court rulings and get their rulings. I think it's supremecourt.gov. You might have to pay for them. Somebody else wound up paying for them. I saw their video and they showed me. The driver's license. The driver's license was I'm thinking of something else. It was Thomas V. Smith. Thomas V. Smith. 2015. It was ruled in Ohio. And you can go on YouTube and you can find all over, man, where people's been pulled over by the police, and the police knows better, their supervisors know better. And, you know, I don't mind helping my community. You got to have structure. You got to have a fire department. You definitely need paramedics, and you definitely need police. But I don't want to be forced to pay for any of this stuff. But I don't mind being forced to throw a little bit of money that way. You know what I mean? But as far as paying for all this other stuff, I know a little town in Kentucky who had a giant courthouse, and they just built another giant courthouse next to it. Why? Why? Is the crime that bad? I'm talking about what, you know, a little city that might have 800,000-900,000 people kind of courthouse. This city might have 50, 100 people. They got that kind of courthouse. Government's not supposed to grow. Government's supposed to stay little. Government's not supposed to tell you what to do. I tell you another thing too, the EPA is a fraud. You know, I don't know why it was never ratified by Congress. It's a fraud. And yet, it was executive ordered in, I think. And yet the Supreme Court still acknowledges it, you know? Same way with Obamacare. Government can't force nothing. Even on a tax, they're not allowed to do it. But yet the Supreme Court, oh yeah, they can tax you. No, they can't. No, they can't. It's still ruling today. And nobody's ever challenged. Every time they try to challenge the income tax, they get shot in the foot. The judge will throw it out on his technicality, ruling from the bench. Any judge rules from the bench needs to be retired. So, I made this video. You can go watch Tucker Carlson. It was last night. It was last night, towards the end of his show, probably about quarter till 9 o'clock. He did a segment, and they did it here in Kentucky. They dumped a bunch of refugees here in Kentucky. Trump did. And of course, the new crooked governor said, "Oh yeah, we want them. We'll take them refugees. We need them new voters, so I can make sure we turn red state Kentucky blue state Kentucky. Even though we're called Big Blue, we're going to be Big Blue here soon, and it's not going to be the Big Blue basketball team. It's going to be the Big Blue losing state. So all you people out there, you want to lose your country? We're going to lose our country. You want to be like it is in Saudi Arabia and down in Mexico, Guatemala, and all of them, where you don't have no rights? Yeah, it's coming here. And you see what happens when you don't have no rights? Lawlessness everywhere. Lawlessness everywhere. And then the biggest gang on the block is going to take your block, and there ain't nothing you can do about it, because nobody's going to do anything about it. And like I said on many of my other videos, I'm not trying to be political. I don't want to be political, and I'm not political. I'm not choosing a side. I support Trump, but not like you think I support Trump. I'm not going to run to the voting booth to vote for Trump. What I mean by that is, I'm not a diehard Trump fan. I just think he's, I didn't like him in the beginning. He started making a lot of sense of what he was saying. And what he's been saying is what he's been saying for over 30 years. So. Alright guys, you can like this video, you can share this video, you can comment down below. And check out my other video, America's Dying. Because America is dying. It just skipped another heartbeat. And you can look at all these red states, all these Midwest red states, they'll be blue states. I say within the next 10 years. Texas will probably be blue in the next 4 years. So Kentucky will be blue probably here in the next election cycle. And what I mean by that, these ain't your JFK Democrats. These definitely ain't your Ronald Reagan Republicans. So I like Ronald Reagan. I didn't know a lot about him, and thank God there's YouTube, because I learned a lot about Ronald Reagan. He really wanted to make America great again. But fascistic people in the government held him up like they're trying to do Trump, but Trump pushes through it. So, well guys, like it, share it, subscribe. Until the next drive time, bye-bye.